I have 3 dreams to share, and these are really, really going to be a challenge for me to share. I just have to get the wording right. I, I have to get my head into this. I've been putting this off for a long time because these dreams are so far removed from me. I just, I don't even know where to begin. So here's where I'll start. I'll start with the first dream. Last September, Labor Day of 2018, I went to bed and I had prayed, just real simple. I said, Lord, is there going to be a rapture? September seems to be the peak time when everybody's looking for the rapture date, the Feast of Trumpets. I watch this. I believe in the rapture. I believe in a pre-trib rapture. So this dream blew me completely away. So I'm dreaming that night, and I was standing on a shore of a bay. It felt tropical, and there there was a lot of people there, but there weren't buildings. I don't know where I was. There was mountains in the distance, and all of a sudden, people just shot up in the air. Not everybody. I would say half the people. And they were making like little dark specks in the sky because the sun was behind them, and they didn't transform. And I'm watching them go up, and I'm thinking, this must be the rapture, and I didn't make it. So that wasn't a good feeling. But the next thing I know, the people started coming back down, and they were coming down at an angle, and they weren't coming down like they were being dropped out of the sky. They were coming down gently enough, and their people on the ground were catching them. They were helping them land. And that was the end of that dream. And I didn't feel like that was enough of a dream to share with anybody. I didn't know what to think. So fast forward to about 6 weeks ago, maybe 2 months ago. And I was dreaming, and I was in a city. It felt cosmopolitan, and I'm being chased. And I was with other people, and we were being chased. I don't know why we were being chased. And we were, it didn't feel like it was me because I was climbing things that there's no way I would have the strength to climb to get away from whoever was chasing us. We were climbing scaffolding. It was dark, and we're running. And the next thing I know, I was on a sidewalk in the city, and it was all lit up. And I looked at this man, and he turned around, and he had it was the size of like 2 postage stamps across his forehead. And I'm thinking, I'm looking at the mark of the beast. And he turned around and he looked at me, and he just started yelling. He wanted me to stop. They were capturing people that didn't have this mark on their forehead. And I took off running down an alley, and I ran. And the next thing I know, I'm in a grassy area where there's trees, and it felt like I was still in the city. I was probably in a park. And there were people there that didn't have the mark. And they kind of, to me, were acting almost zombified, like they were traumatized by all of this. And one guy was manifesting a demon, and I cast the demon out of him, and I started preaching Jesus to them. His eyes, they were clouded over, and it just looked demonic to me. And when I prayed over him, his eyes cleared up and they were normal. And then I started preaching Jesus to them. I was like, it's almost like it wasn't me. I don't know if I was looking at this through someone else's experience. I don't know, but I'm just very, very authoritatively preaching Jesus to them. And then I realized I was over them. I wasn't on the ground with them anymore. I wasn't like, eye to eye with them. I was up higher than them. And then I woke up. Well, then a couple weeks ago, I was sleeping, and I had another dream. It felt like a summery church camp. It was definitely summer. And we were singing. We had children, and we were singing these little songs where you do the little hand motions, and the children, they're just so happy, and they're singing, and they were definitely little church children's songs, little Christian songs. And the service was over, and everybody was going outside, and I was still in the building, and all of a sudden there was a ruckus. There were guns being shot, and I looked out the window, and outside was foresty. Where I live in Michigan, it just felt like I was at a church camp in the woods. And I looked out, and people were being slaughtered. Everybody was being slaughtered. And I don't know who pulled down the long driveway of this place, because when I'm looking out, I'm looking through trees, and I didn't see, they had brought in a flatbed trailer, and there was a black cylindrical object on it, and I didn't see the front of it, and I didn't see the back of it. I just saw this. It might have been a little smaller than a locomotive engine. It was black and cylindrical, and I don't know why that was there. But as the people were being slaughtered, there were horses, which kind of made me feel like I was at a horse show, because there's a place where we used to show that was really woody and tree like that, but it was definitely some kind of a church service in the woods, and there weren't enough horses there for it to be a horse show. There was only 4. And it did not hit me. I did not realize what I was looking at. But the horse that got my attention the most was running in my direction. And it was red. And about 3 or 4 days ago, it occurred to me, it was a red horse I saw. What? So I don't do this in my videos. I don't talk a lot about it, but this putting these 3 together, we got what? A rapture. Everybody's looking for a rapture, but they were let down gently. And then we have the tribulation, and maybe we have somebody who was sealed, and they were preaching to people. I saw the mark of the beast. And then the third one, I saw people being just butchered. They were slaughtered, like a day of slaughter. And I'm really glad that I can share my videos online, my dreams, because what do you do? What do you do with this? People in my everyday real life, I just don't know how they take it. I don't know how they feel about it. I know what I've been getting isn't natural, and it's comforting to know that I can share these things. I'm not always a gloomy person, but this is my outlet to share this, and I can't just keep this to myself. So thank you guys for being there, and thank you for listening. And I do have a couple more videos I'm going to make here as soon as I have all the right words in my head to say them. And I will put them up as soon as I can. Take care.